shots. And, it was one of those nights that is. I mean, did you like the shots you were getting?
Well, I think that we certainly had a whole bunch of them that were pretty open, especially in the first half. I thought maybe there was one or two shot clockers, or I remember one pretty heavily contested that OG took, but there was a whole bunch of the 18 threes in the first half. I think were pretty wide open. So we shot like it was a back-to-back a little bit. Both teams did there for a while.
Fred obviously got kicked out. Any idea of how limited he was?
Well, he jammed his thumb pretty bad, right? It was his left hand. I don't know. I haven't talked to him about if that was affecting him or not.
You had to be pretty pleased with the energy defensively.
Yeah.
But it was a grimy game. But
Yep.
I mean, you certainly had your nose in it.
Yeah, we played pretty hard. I thought we played pretty hard and pretty physical, and they did a good job of continuing to do what they do. And I thought, and it was kind of, like I thought they made a whole bunch of tough ones that they weren't like long distance shots, 8-10 footers that bounced around and went in. And I thought, man, some of those got to start bouncing out, and they did, right? We started kind of even getting them a little further away on some of those, and holding our ground a little better, not letting them get all the way to the rim and things like that. And we certainly played good enough defense to win the game, especially in the second half. We just didn't capitalize on enough of it. And we had, the in and out score was 18-2 tonight. They had a bunch of them go in and go back in, and we had a bunch of them pop out on the in and out score. So it didn't bounce our way.
I kind of touched on this before the game, but they're missing a bunch of key guys.
Yep.
Put the ball in Brogdon's hands. And,
yep.
It's like.
Well, he's an all-star, right? He's an all-star and a really good player. Everybody knows that, and he certainly gave us a tough time in the first half. He had a huge three too. I thought there in the fourth, coming off that I think we just might have just tied it, and he came off a high ball screen and nailed a three. So yeah, listen. Probably more importantly, they got. Mike Muscala out there hit a huge corner three too, right, with kind of the game in balance as well. So they got a bunch of guys that can step out and take shots and hit them.
What were you seeing from Precious and what he was able to do?
Yeah, he just really had it going, just kind of all the way around. He had one of his energetic type games. He made some really good switches. He was protecting the rim. I don't know how many rebounds he ended up to, but he was active. He had 9 boards. I mean, he was active on the glass, and he was pretty decisive at the offensive end. I thought he made some good decisions down there, especially the second half.
But when you have that final minute to kind of try to get something going on, Pascal kind of had a ball, and is that the look that you're
Well, listen, we ran a pretty good little play there, and OG kind of came off there wide open. He's got to take that. And I know he's wasn't feeling maybe that great from three most of the night, but we run a misdirection play and 2 guys stay with Pascal. That's just got to go up. Caught him off guard a little bit that he was so open. So you got to make the read, and we did make the right read because they kept 2 on the ball and got it out to one of our good shooters. So the execution was there. We just need to pull the trigger on the shot. Yeah.
Coach, against Miami, he was a tough shooting night
Yep.
from distance as well, but you guys still posed it
Yep.
pretty well. What was the difference defensively in this one?
Well, I think I even said the same thing. I think we were exactly the same, 2 for 18 from 3 against Miami and 2 for 18. And I kind of said that at the half. I said, all right, we got them right where we want them, right? So, I don't know defensively or whatever. It just seemed like there was a ton of really close, tough plays at the end, and they just didn't, a couple balls going out of bounds. Looked like they could have gone either way, and kind of kept going the same way. And there was a really soft loose ball foul on the rebound. There was a steal on the side. There was a lot of little things that we just didn't quite get the breaks or the ball to go our way, or bounce our way.
Setting off of Precious as well, do you feel like tonight's game for him was more of him getting back to his old ways, or did he make any sort of adjustment?
No, I just think, listen, he's had a some sporadic minutes and things like that in some games. And just again, throw him out there tonight. He starts playing really well. Like the look of everything that was happening, both ends of the floor. And, that's I always say, you might get 4 minutes or you might get 14 straight, if you really start playing well. And it was the latter for him tonight.
We had a few starters at the bench for a while there in the second quarter, and that was a 16-point quarter. Any thoughts to get those? We talked about
it was it was one of those again. That's what you mean. They were at the scorer's table for a good 3 minutes or so, I think, before there was a whistle, right? And I did end up taking a timeout eventually. I didn't mind it that much. I know we got down like 10 or something like that. I didn't mind it that much because I felt like we were playing decent, pretty good, and I just felt like, okay, so we're going to buy some minutes in the second half for these guys and give ourselves a chance here at the end, and kind of proved out that way. And again, we just didn't quite get the ball to go our way, bounce our way at the end. All right, thanks.